Kann es weitergehen mit Let's Play Vagrant Order. Ich bin Sam Fix. Wir sind immer noch im 5. Lostbelt. Ich habe hier, seht ihr, alle meine Kurzausgaben, aber haben jetzt Super Ryan! Baby! So, kleines Notiz hier. Wir sind hier... Ich bin gerade hier verzweifelt, weil ich gerade echt alle meine Kurzausgaben und Super Ryan zum Glück noch gekommen ist. Wir sind im 5. Lostbelt. Beim letzten Mal haben wir hier gesehen, dass Chaldea hier ihre Reise nach Atlantis plant und wir haben gesehen, dass diese mysteriöse Gestalt, die wir David kennen, in Area 51 angekommen ist und dort von einem dieser Baumwesen, also diese Bäume sind die wahren Aliens hier im Endeffekt, erschossen worden ist, mit dem hier geforscht worden ist. Nun gut, wir machen nur weiter, schauen, was uns hier noch so weiter erwartet und natürlich, mit welchen Gefahren hier wir jetzt rechnen müssen. Und ob unser Zero Sail hier nach Atlantis überhaupt klappt. Oh, die Crypter. Sind immer viel da. Eigentlich nur noch Beryl, Daybit. Peperoncino, stimmt, der hat er überlebt, hä? That's all I've got to report. Any other questions? Kadoc, this isn't like you, Pepe. Didn't you always used to tell us we should act our cheerest when we've lost? Unless, of course, you don't consider the Indian Lostbelt disappearing a loss at all. My, see that at least your sharp tongue has managed to fully recover, Kadoc. Alrighty then, let me rephrase. Not only did I get in a fight with my Lostbelt king, my very own servant washed his hands off me, and I had to run all the way here with my tail between my legs after Chaldea, our sworn enemy, saved my life. I'm clearly the best Crypter. Ja, immer noch besser als Akuta. But at least the roasted bananas were super yummy. Rama like this. Never mind, take it back. You're just as cheery as ever. Now shut up already, will you? Verstecken Sie... Ey, Leute, sind gerade alle im... Oh mein Gott! Oh mein Gott! Seht ihr das? Was ist? Pepe und Kadoc sind beide hier bei Kirishima. Das bedeutet, sie sind auch alle im 5. Lostbelt. Now that our Peperoncino beside, it's still too soon to declare yourself a loser. Knowing you must have really gotten in their good graces, right? There's more to a death match than just slipping a knife between the other guy's ribs. Getting your opponent attached to you is a pro-level long-game move. So the way things are going, I'm better betting their next destination will be the last, am I right? Oh yes, this is the next one. We settle things once and for all. They won't be going to your Lostbelt. I mean, now that I have a ship, they are all but certain to come here. Even though they practically guarantees the demise. Well, damn it. They're real brave of them. Gotta give them props for that. Hats off to you, Chaldea. We couldn't ask for a better guy to fill in the last seat. What was his name again? Who cares? Like it makes any difference to me anyway. Point is, this next drink's for you, Master. What's the face? You must be feeling really good about yourself now that you have strangled your 4 innocent Lostbelt in their proverbial cradles. We can't be sure the Chaldeas come to the Atlantic Lostbelt yet. Who knows, maybe they end up gunning for your next barrel. So you've got time to making shitty tasteless energies, and maybe you ought to spend getting ready for them. Huh? You serious, Kadoc? You really think I might be next? Are you feeling okay? What are you talking about? I'm just saying it's possible that... Oh, Kirishida hasn't told you. Well, hey, since all the alter egos aren't here at the moment, so we don't have to worry about them. You'd mind if I tell him this myself, boss? Das ist so cool, wie Kirishida bis jetzt einfach nur nichts gesagt hat, hier einfach nur so wartet. No, this directly concerns the next phase of the plan. So I fill in myself. Seyfried, the tree of emptiness and Bow's English Lostbelt that's already been felt. I secretly aspired to see it, that the English Lostbelt would go away on its own accord. Was? Sie zerstören den eigenen Lostbelt? Oh mein Gott, Mann. Aber heißt es nicht, dass er schon das Rennen verloren hat? It's already been felt then. You're saying the English Lostbelt doesn't exist anymore. Nope. It ought to fall apart and disappear real soon now. And for the record, you have no idea how hard it was to pull it off. The English Lostbelt, or the British Lostbelt as they like to put it, has likely 1,000 phantasmal beasts for every one of the few humans there, and you can easily find yourself in a whole different Well, with completely different rules if you just go a little way down the path. It's a hellish wonderland, and coming from me, a guy who was raised in the UK, that's saying something. So it wasn't easy sweet-talking them into cutting down the Tree of Emptiness themselves. They're probably cussing my name to hell and gone for tricking them right about now. Not that it's gonna do them any good. Is that true? Because unless my eyes are playing tricks on me, I'm pretty sure I can see a wall of light up around the English Lostbelt. As I've seen it too. Yes, I've seen it too. But even so, the English Tree of Emptiness is surely gone. Once the Tree of Emptiness grow tall enough to reach the stratosphere, their branches start to interfere with one another, resulting in a kind of network. And we haven't seen a single signal from Sacred for a few days now. I doubt it will be long before that accursed wall of light, the English, the world's end, follows suit and disappears as well. Alright then, next question. Why do you get rid of the English Lostbelt like this? I thought our Lostbelts were only supposed to fight each other once the territories make contact. It just goes to show that there are exceptions to every rule, Kadoc. This may be difficult for you to understand since you have no way of knowing how deep London's, that is to say the clock tower's abyss runs. But the English Lostbelt is the only one that cannot be allowed to remain. Nothing good could ever come from it, not for us, not for the foreign god. However, the foreign god knows nothing of this planet's history, and we have no way to explain. We can't even say anything to the priestess as the role is purely observational. So ein gefährlicher Lostbelt. Ah, da ist sie schon wieder. Ist es gut? All that aside, Kadoc and Peperoncino, the fact remains that I should have told you about this and I didn't. For that I'm sorry. No point apologizing about it at this point. I still don't like it, but at least I'm in the loop now. Same here. Besides, I already figured out that Beryl was up to something. But you know, Kirishida, all that aside, does that mean your Tree of Emptiness is the only one still operating? Daybit. Don't be ridiculous. Have you forgotten about Daybit's Lostbelt? That leaves 2. I guess the only problem with that is I can't see anything that looks like a Tree of Emptiness anywhere around South America. So I take it that means all the branches connected to that canopy covering the sky are from the Atlantic tree then. Hat was vor, Leute, Mann. Ist böse. Good grief. I really can't get anything past you, can I, Pepe? That's correct. My Tree of Emptiness is the only one receiving the blessings of the foreign god's earth-covering canopy. What's more, my Tree of Emptiness has also grown to complete maturity. Once we confirm the English Lostbelt disappearance, our plan will enter its final stage. The canopy hasn't only been absorbing the Earth's mana, it also been soaking up all the mana of cosmic rays, the kind that the Earth magnet field usually deflects. We will focus the entirety of the combined energy into a single point, thereby enabling the foreign god to descend upon this planet. From there, the changeover should be swift and all-encompassing. The old world will perish, a new world will be established on this planet. And I will be the last human left. There he goes talking big game again. You sure that's all gonna go off without a hitch, would I? The more time you spend standing like some kind of puffed up royal, the more chances they have to show up and ruin everything. I'm well aware of that, Kadoc. Chaldea has always taken keen advantages of the opponent's negligence and pride to turn the tide in their favor. Which is why I've sent out all the strongest forces at my command to the Atlantic. That's all why you haven't seen Canis here. I wasn't worried or anything. Knowing you, I figured you'd have all your bases covered. So it would seem, wouldn't it? Then we might as well just sit back and see what Kirishida's got. In that case, I think I keep marching around here, just like Kadoc seen. How about you, Beryl? If you stick around the English Lostbelt? Huh? Hey, you don't gotta tell me. If I'd stuck around there, I'd just be a matter of time before they came for me. Oh mein Gott, Mann! Also bis auf David sind alle Crypter hier versammelt, die noch am Leben sind. Beryl, when did you... My mice are already long since flown the coop. I should have figured out exactly what you were doing. Right, but seriously, I was downright terrified out there. Er ist so hinterlistig, man. Sieht dieses Lächeln, man. I was like, I can't take the crazy island anymore. I'm getting out of here while I still can. Then I jumped off a cliff into the ocean. The Canis come pick me up. Oh, and get a load of this. You guys never believe what I went through over there. See, the Lostbelt was home to a princess who knew nothing, and I do need nothing about the ways of the world. So I figured I could take advantage of her in all sorts of ways if I got in her good graces. Oh, wie er jetzt schaut. But she had her head in a fairy tale land where more than I could have imagined. I mean, clinchly, even when she found out I was a human spy, she didn't bat a damn eye. She just snuck right up against me, saying things like I would follow you into the bowels of hell itself. I mean, how stupid can you get? She knew I ruined her whole damn nation, and she didn't even care. I'm supposed to deal with that. It's beyond ridiculous. Take it from me, Kadoc. Don't go putting up the moves on royalty unless you're sure you know what you're doing. Piss off. Don't you pull that big bra shit on me now. Besides, I'm never putting anyone moves on royalty again. Wait, again? Did you just say again, Kadoc? Had some experience with royalty then, have we? Oh, I can tell this is going to be the best news I've heard in forever. Tell me everything. Don't spare a single juicy detail. Forget it, there's nothing to tell. If you don't have anything useful to say, then keep your mouth shut for once. Hey now, you can't expect us to care about something like this, right? I mean, it's not like a romantic escapade, a regular thing for you. Come on, Peperoncino, discuss for a change of venue, hell. We could even get Kaya in on it. Oh, I'm so in. Right now, I don't care what might cost Kork some juicy secret tidbits of out Nazca. Fine, go ahead and drink, it's so silly. I'm going back to my room. Trotzdem frage ich mich eigentlich, wieso Daybit nicht auftaucht. Hat er was Besseres zu tun? Ich meine, er hat extra Pippe gerettet und jetzt? Ah, come on, we're just having a bit of fun, Kadoc. Lighten up for a change. Now, how about you show me where I can find a nice place to hang around? I only just got here, but I know this Atlantic Lostbelt's supposed to be amazing. Dem kann man so nicht trauen. If it's any indication, we shouldn't have to worry about Beryl for a while. I do hope the scent of blood will eventually wash off him. Anyway, let me know if anything changes with him. I might not be too useful, but I'm sure there's something I could do to help out. Pepe unterstützt doch wieder uns, Mann. Wir sind cooler, wir haben Mash. Now then. Perhaps it's time you consider sharing your own opinion before I make my final move, Priestess. This could be our last chance, seeing as the foreign god disciples have yet to even realize that I have my own goals in all of this time. You must have seen the adjustment I made to my tree of emptiness, along with the way my interests align with Zeus, even if our conclusions differ. But somehow, in spite of all that, you continue to do nothing. Very well then. I'll not waste more time asking why you continue to insist on observing rather than acting. Nobody knows if the foreign god even truly exists. Not even the disciples have ever seen them. No. The fact is, not even they have any means of determining what the foreign god's true intention may be. The foreign god is truly a god of emptiness. I cannot in good conscience leave mankind's fate to such a being. I will eliminate Chaldea, watch over Zeus until he passes, and establish the Tree of Emptiness as reality. So continue to stay back and observe, void-shaped like a priestess. Nobody else is left. I alone shall realize the future you failed to create. Oh mein Gott, Kirishir stellt sich gegen die Gottheit. Das ist krass, weil wir dachten im Endeffekt jetzt, wie gesagt, im Endeffekt sind sie komplett abhängig von dieser Gottheit, aber er steht über ihr. Oh Leute, Mann. Oh Leute, Mann. 5 days after the Nautilus test dive. I see you're all here ahead of the operation start time. Very good. Master Maxi, servants, Mesh Kerolite. As of this moment, Chaldea will assume its first battle station, and I don't want to hear you whining about how we are starting the operation 2 days ahead of schedule. Captain, reported that the Nautilus test dive in void space concluded safely. So, I trust you are prepared for the junior article then? Yes, sir. Goredofl nicht widersprechen. Yeah, yes, Director. We're completely over our seasickness and are ready to begin the operation at any time. I'm sorry about this, everyone, but Goredofl is right. The situation is dire. There was a change yesterday in the branches of the Tree of Emptiness that we believe now covers the entire Earth. The branches were previously circulating magical energy between them like a network, but now they began funneling that energy towards the center of the Atlantic. We don't yet know what this phenomenon signifies, but whatever it is, we can certainly be that the energy is being stockpiled for use in larger scale magical ritual. Currently, any amount we have measured is already equal to use the gates incineration of humanity. While we are unable to observe the Lostbelt interior, Trismegat has already declared this as a disaster on a global scale. Therefore, I recommend that this anomaly, that is the Atlantic Lostbelt Tree of Emptiness, be dealt with as swiftly as possible. A magecraft ritual on the same scale as the incineration of humanity, then that would mean... Yep, a foreign god descending to Earth. Every data fragment we've gathered up to this point is pointing directly toward that inescapable conclusion. That being said, we still don't know what the foreign god is, whether they really are a god, or hell, whether they are, whether or not they even exist in the first place. Sorry for being so useless. There's no need to apologize for that, Da Vinci. You can't help that we have so little information to work with. It's not your skills that are the problem, it's the damn crypters not giving us anything to go on. Of course, it also seems like they don't know any more about the foreign god than we do. I expect the only crypter who does know the truth is the leader Kirishima Wodime. Not to worry, I expect that too will be made quite clear over the course of this operation. Both the English Lostbelt and the South American Lostbelt currently appear to be stagnant, with neither showing any further signs of expanding the territory. Therefore, as we have previously discussed, Chaldea will be directing all of our resources towards eliminating the Atlantic Lostbelt. And now, our preparations for the operation are complete. The Nautilus has been equipped with an ultra-long-range lens capable of observing outer space and a record-breaking magecraft barrier from all of human history. The Shadow Border has been overhauled to such a significant degree that it could almost be called a wholly new machine. Both the Nautilus and the Border have been outfitted with identical functionality in the unlikely event that one of them is scuttled. And the Skirrite round table has been infused with enough magical energy to summon a number of servants on site. My only regret is that we weren't able to finish an Ortinox replacement unit before circumstances forced our hand. Oh, do not worry about that, I will continue to work on its design myself. There should already be enough materials for the reconstruction on board the Border. So as long as you are able to discover or otherwise procure the concept powerful enough to fill in for one of its bullets, we'll be able to pull off the whole thing together in the time that takes you to all eat lunch. Right, both ultra long-range sniper training and the Ortinox transformation sequence have been cleared for action. If it needs to be deployed to give us an edge during the decisive battle, I promise I will wield it to the best of my ability. What was about the transformation sequence? Huh? No, just pretend you did not hear any of that. Besides, we still do not know if they will be even relevant here. Now then. As the command room officer who will be holding down the fort in your absence, I would once again like to give my usual orders to those of you on the field team. The situation has changed significantly. I will not say we do not have the minute to spare, but I will say that time is definitely not on our side. What is more, it looks like that was the case for our most key point on attack as well, the Atlantic Lostbelt. They have now put us in check before we had a chance to do the same to them. This is probably going to be longer than any battle you have fought to date, both in terms of number of enemies and the path you will need to take to reach your destination. Even Then Zero Sail can only take you to the Lostbelt's outer edge, which is the case means that there will be more distance between you and the Tree of Emptiness than ever before. So I urge you all to handle yourselves even more cautiously and cool-headed than you have been so far. In fact, in this Atlantic Lostbelt, the act of learning about its world may actually end up working against you. So I ask that all of you stay strong, and that you simultaneously be proud of your own latent potential. If you ever reach a point where you decide you cannot continue with the operation, feel free to come back here immediately. Now, what am I saying? Now there is not the time for pessimism. This is all my third process fault. She has been incessantly insisting since yesterday that this simply cannot work. Alright, let us all go out there and take back our Earth! Field team, go ahead, board to border, starting with Master Maxi. Once I have confirmed that all of your vitals are green, you are divert the Nautilus from reality. From there you will execute a Zero Sail, and this operation will commence in earnest. Order, Lostbelt number 5. Zap order, those who cross the Sea of Stars. Make sure you all give you everything you have, and I look forward to your safe return. Wow! Lostbelt! Kirishima in den allerwertesten Treten. So oder so ähnlich. Okay, liebe Leute, das war mal hier ein Statement. Es tut mir übrigens leid, dass ich hier ein bisschen gestottert habe, mehr als sonst. Ich bin aktuell ein bisschen fix und fertig wegen meinen Rolls. Deswegen mache ich jetzt hier erstmal einen kleinen Cut. Wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal wieder mit dem Prolog. Und dann schauen wir mal, wie der 5. Lostbelt so aussehen wird. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Haut rein und auf Wiedersehen. Ciao.